balloons will bring out the kid in everyone. My name is Brian, and I feel so lucky to do what I do.
My name is Katie. Every time I see one of my big sculptures finished, I think, oh my gosh, is this really what I do for a living?
My name is Addi. Every time I make a balloon for someone, I literally see them experiencing joy. Our next gig is a surprise party, but like a balloon, mind-blowing surprise party.
I couldn't believe that they were balloons.
We got a lot of work to do. It's a big challenge.
This isn't finished yet.
But it's not even close.
It just is gonna be a pain.
Jerome is pulling up.
If he's not impressed, this is gonna be one awkward party. Hi, Alicia?
Yes.
Hi, Addi.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Alicia wants to throw a surprise birthday party for her husband, Jerome.
This is Luca.
Luca?
The new one.
Oh my God, adorable.
We just had a baby. He's 3 months old. I'm staying at home now, and so my husband has this incredible weight on his shoulders of being the sole provider right now, and I want him to know that I appreciate all the work he's putting in.
Now let's check it out.
Yes, come on in.
Alicia wants to do a surprise party, but make it like a balloon, mind-blowing surprise party.
So we're right in here.
Salon number 1.
I rented out this space right here, and I don't know what they're gonna come up with, but my husband builds boats, so we'll see. I know I told you a little bit on the phone, but my husband, sailing is his dream. It's his passion, and he's hoping to sail in this race to Hawaii next year. So if he wanted to do any sort of tropical, nautical, all that stuff is his love. I really desperately need you guys.
I promise we will take care of you. So I would like to have one of our famous brainstorming sessions now. Maybe we can throw out some nautical, tropical ideas for the party.
Tropical, palm trees.
Palm trees.
Hammock.
Hammock, that's a classic.
How about some sea life, like some sea critters?
Oh.
There could be 2 giant kissing fish and then a little baby fish to go with it because they have a 3-month-old baby.
Yeah, kissing fish.
We can make a guy or a couple lounging out on one of those, beach chairs with the hats covering their eyes with a drink.
Okay.
With a bar, a tiki bar.
You know what? I like the Tiki Bar idea. I think that he's dedicated his life to 1, building boats, and 2, supporting his family. I think it'd be really special if we brought it all together with a balloon ocean scene with a sailboat on the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, this is awesome. I think these are the ones.
This is gonna be a really groovy job.
I think it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
For this build, we're going for a nautical and tropical theme. Addi is going to build a racing sailboat with lifelike sails that floats on the ocean. Katie is going to design 3 fish, a mommy, a daddy, and a baby, each representing a member of Jerome's family. And I'm going to create a life-size tiki bar with a thatched facade, a bartender, and some detailed island decorations to round out the overall design. The party's in a couple of weeks, but we can't start building until about 3 days beforehand, or the balloons will start to deflate. It's a lot to do, but that's the nature of the balloon business.
For this build, we are going to need 3,000 balloons in over 15 different shapes and sizes. We're also going to need PVC pipe for Brian's Tiki Bar. We're bringing in an assistant to help Addi build the sailboat. And on top of it all, we're gonna need 20 different colors of balloons to dress up that dull ballroom.
This is gonna be the PVC pipe frame for the tiki bar. Just have to figure out the right height. We're gonna have 2 of them going up and down, and then we'll have the slanted roof on both the front and the back.
Hey, look, look, look. I've got, it's like a sticker book. You can move the pieces. I just wanted to give you a chance to play with the sticker book.
Now, are the fish's lips actually gonna touch?
I don't think that they should actually touch. I think that they should just be really close.
But do they pucker?
I want to make lips so they look like lips. Lips. Do you have any preference on the colors? I kind of like those colors.
I think a masculine color and a feminine color, just to imply man and woman.
You don't think that those are masculine and feminine?
I think that maybe just put a little bit more blue in this one.
That's the woman.
Oh, that's the woman. a little bit more blue in this one.
Okay.
I'm working on the boat, but I'm gonna be spending so much time on the boat and the ocean that I'm gonna need some help with the sails. Inflated 260. Fortunately, I have Rob. He's gonna help me out and work on the sails while I do the rest of the boat. One of the important things about the sailboat is the Spinnaker. The Spinnaker is a special sail, and it puffs up really big and round. Getting it round is gonna be a challenge. So what I thought was, dig this. I got 2 8-foot balloons here, okay? And then we can literally weave the Spinnaker around the double stuffed 8-foot balloon.
That is a big balloon.
This thing will
Crush you.
I finished building the framework for the Tiki Bar out of PVC pipe. Now I need to experiment with a few different weaves to see which one looks best. The front is going to be 260s made in an X-weave pattern, and they're going to be doubled up to give it some stability and it'll stay flat. You know, you want it to hold its shape. And when I feed the other balloons through, that should hold them in place nicely. I think the double layering is going to help it remain nice and flat, so these will look more natural.
I'm gonna be building a sailboat, and whenever you build anything, you start from the bottom up. Now, the foundation in this sculpture is the water. Right now, I'm gonna take some of these 3-foot balloons, and I'm gonna just start tying them together like this. I just gotta start playing now. I have never made a sailboat. I don't think I've ever been on a sailboat. It's a big challenge.
What's happening here?
Just trying some different experiments as far as making water. If the water goes up to about right here, I marked here to be the boat, and then the sail starts here and goes all the way to the top.
How is this sail secured to the mast? Is it like in the middle? I don't even know. You can't just put up a sail and say, oh, look, it's a sailboat. You know, the guy's gonna come and he'll be like, oh yeah, that's cute. You know, that's not what we're going for.
It's like a serious mathematical equation, figuring out the length of the sail, the height, and also poofing out on a curve like this. You aim high. In the idea stage, it seems great, but then it's like, oh no, I actually have to do this now. It's got a lot of potential, but that potential's a long ways away from actually potentializing. It will take a lot of trial and error and some luck. And I just hope I have enough time to fit all that in. Got a lot of work to do. Jerome builds boats, and he's gonna look at this boat as a boat builder. It honestly looks more like a dog bowl than a boat.
It's 2 days until Jerome's surprise party, and we have a lot to do. Addi is working on the body of the sailboat. Katie is well on her way with the kissing fish. And I'm making good progress with my Tiki Bar. This is gonna be the totem tiki, where I can make like a face with some lines and just really go to town with this thing.
That's amazing. I don't know how you make these faces.
Well, just bend it as you need it, like that. But that's gonna be cool.
Honestly, that's gonna be amazing.
Thanks.
Keep twisting, as they say in the biz.
Daddy fish is going to be striped, mommy fish is going to be polka dot, and baby fish is going to be a combination of both. I really hope this works. These long chains I've been making, now I'm starting to weave them together. You can start to see I'm going to create a big cylinder, like a tube, but in a fish shape, like this.
Katie, Addi, could you guys come over here? I got a short meeting.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
meeting.
I've been called to a meeting.
Yeah? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Katie tells me She could never find a pair of scissors, and she wants to buy like 30 of them.
Oh, oh,
Is that a birthday present?
this is a gift.
This is your tool. Put it on in the morning. And don't ask me for scissors anymore.
I think that's super sweet.
I mean, I like this in theory, but
Right.
I appreciate the sentiment. I just can't commit to actually wearing this.
Well,
Why?
I'm kind of old and crusty and set in my ways, and I don't know if I want some new device attached to me.
well, next time you need a scissor, don't ask me.
I mean, I kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna have to try this out for the day and see if I can handle this.
Please do.
I love it.
I am doing some experimentation for a Hawaiian shirt for the Tiki bartender. Basically, I'm taking 2 smaller balloons and inflating them inside a larger balloon. With the smaller balloons inside, the outer balloon will act like a skin, and it can take on a different shape. A big part of new balloon art is we try new techniques, we try new styles, we experiment. The bottom can be kind of flared a little. I like that. Just gotta make a few more like it.
All these balloons turn into like a weaving pattern. And as I twist these and fold them, it'll curve around like that and curve underneath like this. I really hope this works because I have less than 48 hours until Jerome's party. I'm afraid my sailboat looks more like a canoe. I need to be proportionally accurate. Jerome builds boats, and I'm building a boat. And he's gonna look at this boat as a boat builder. And I want him to be happy and impressed. It needs to be a little bit bigger, I think. It honestly looks more like a dog bowl than a boat.
Speaking of size, I wanted to ask you, because I'm seeing that the fish I'm making are kind of big. It's sloppy right now,
Yeah,
but...
this fish is too
Yeah.
big. That's the face, that's the back.
Yeah, and the back is smaller. The back is shorter to like here with fins. So, I mean, I don't really want to cut it back, but I do want to keep everything proportional.
Yeah, if you can minimize it some, that'd be good, because, I mean, this thing is gonna be gigantic.
This totally sucks. I wish I didn't have to redo these. I mean, I think we just need a bigger boat. Every second counts, you know?
Geez, Brian, how is this part of the tiki hut? I'll stay open-minded.
Thanks for that vote of confidence. It's less than 24 hours until Jerome's surprise party, and we have a lot to get done. I've made a lot of progress on my Tiki Bar, but I still have more to do. Katie had to start over on a kissing fish because they were too big. And Addi had to start over on a sailboat because he thought it was too small. He pulled an all-nighter to redesign the sailboat, and time is quickly running out. I just hope we can finish it on time.
These are gonna go over here, and they will be turned into a boat. Design 2, I'm working on right now, and I've decided to make something bigger, but I don't want to make it too big. Ugh. I hear there's going to be many kids at this party. You know what that means? Danger for balloons, because kids just want to touch and grab everything. And I have to make it withstand an unknown number of children. It looks more like a tugboat.
How can we simplify how you put it together?
I mean, I have to make this wall all over again. That's nice. Looks like ambrosia salad.
Yeah.
Lime with some blueberries.
Oh, that makes me hungry.
Geez, Brian.
What?
That's those are a lot of giant guavas.
Well,
Well, how is this part of the tiki hut, though?
this is gonna be the bartender guy. I wanna make him wearing a Hawaiian shirt without weaving the whole damn thing, because that's gonna be really hard. So this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. Okay, you see how it is kind of open, like a V-neck, like a Hawaiian shirt? And I'm gonna put a 260 as the trim. What are you shaking your head?
To be honest with you, I think that's amazing if we're doing like a psychedelic cave party, but that's not a Hawaiian shirt at all.
This isn't finished yet.
But it's not even close.
It's not even
shirts-
close to being finished.
But they have-
Look, Hawaiian shirts is a style. There are
Yeah.
all kinds of patterns on a Hawaiian shirt. Let me finish this before you judge. If you don't like it when I'm done with it, I'll scrap it and I'll go buy a real Hawaiian shirt for him, and I'll feel pretty bad about it, but
Okay.
I'll do it.
I trust Brian, so I'm just gonna walk away and let him do his thing, but I just hope, for his sake, he's not going down the wrong path.
I want to hear your opinion after I got it all set up, okay?
I'll stay open-minded.
Thank you.
Skeptical yet open-minded.
Well, thanks for that vote of confidence. I think you should have a little more faith in me. I'll finish it, he'll look at it, and we'll see what he says. I think it's gonna look fine.
I have to do the baby still, and that's gonna be a little bit of a pain, because it just is gonna be a little bit of a pain. But what I need to do is get it close, and then tomorrow, when we're in the space, spend an hour or two tweaking it so that it sits correctly. Oh, I got a checklist here. I got a checklist right here.
It's a couple minutes till 6, and I believe our game plan was to get out of here at, what time was it? 7. So we're starting to load up the van now. Thank you.
Next is going to be this roof. Putting the final touches on the bartender.
So I'm working on my boat, and I look across the room, and from a distance, that shirt has a chance of being really, really cool. And in this particular case, I was wrong.
All right, we're getting there.
I had to reposition everything, but I'm getting back on track. Sometimes just one balloon makes all the difference. But I want tropical teal. I don't want this one.
So we're finally assembling all the pieces of the boat, and what I realize now is, even though we're extraordinarily close to being done, I made the boat too big. The boat is bigger than the sails. So once again, I have to destroy what I spent all this time building. So now I'm scrambling to redo the hull of the boat for the 4th time, and there's only like 2 hours before the party. I just hope I get this done in time.
Jerome is pulling up right now.
If he's not impressed, this is gonna be one awkward party. We have 2 hours until Jerome shows up for his surprise party. Brian and Katie are putting the finishing touches on their projects, but I'm redoing the boat yet again because it was too big. It took 4 tries to get this boat right, and probably about 47 tries just to say the word Spinnaker. But I finally got the proportions of the hull correct. I want him to be blown away by this realistic balloon sailboat. So we just finished putting everything up. If Jerome comes in and he sees all this and he's not impressed, this is gonna be one awkward party.
I drove out with my friend Jeannie, and her husband is bringing Jerome behind us. Hi. I'm hoping the surprise is still intact. We're very Mission Impossible about it.
There's a little tension because everyone's waiting for Jerome to arrive.
Jerome is pulling up right now.
And this party is all set up and ready to go. This is the moment right now.
Jerome comes in, and this big smile just comes on his face. It's great.
Wow, it's awesome, you know? I've never seen anything like this.
Okay, so there's Yumi Luca. Yeah, and the green one. There's a big fat blue one.
There's a little baby Luca fish.
Aww.
I love that they're lit from inside. That's so pretty.
This is amazing.
The fish are unbelievable. Like, I can't believe all the detail that they have. The bubbles are my favorite part. They're so simple, but they add so much authenticity to it.
I love the family of fish. I had no idea you could do this with balloons, so it is awesome.
Look, see? Your sailboat. So there's your Spinnaker.
pretty impressive. You got the sails right? This is really cool. No, you did great.
The whole Spinnaker floating out in front of the boat is exactly how it would be. It's really cool, yeah.
The sailboat was amazing. I couldn't believe that they were balloons for a second.
It was great. And the kids obviously loved it because they were inside it. Let me show you the Tiki Bar.
Time for Jerome to check out my Tiki Bar. We all know a bar is key to a great party.
That's you behind the
supposed
bar.
to be me?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty amazing. Congratulations.
The balloon art crew are artists. He's taken it, like, not just another level, it's like 14 levels up.
I've never seen anything like this before.
I think it's amazing. He's pretty hot. Is he single?
So I had no idea. It's a pretty good surprise. Walking in and seeing everybody was pretty cool.
Isn't he perfect?
I just said, he's a sailor, he likes sailing, and they said, Shazam, here you go.
Overall, it was a perfect reminder of why we do what we do. We get paid to help people be happy and express affection. It was a perfect night.
And then Monique's really beautiful.
She did great.
This is kind of like a classic conference room with the lighting and the strange colors on the walls. These are kind of trippy. It's always important to see the facility and see the room where things are going so you know what things about lights and ceiling height and any other red flags that might come up. We should also add some other colors to it too, because this is kind of like this yellowish beige. I mean, this is okay for a boring corporate speech, but
Live in this room over
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
The space is kinda and it's also kinda small.
I think we could work it out. I'm not worried about it. The good news is that we've worked in rooms like this dozens and dozens of times. The bad news is that these rooms are so boring. But it's our job to really make it come to life and give it a lot of color and energy. Well, this is my first experiment here on making a curved sail. See, basically there's two balloons here, and this one on the outside is longer than this one that's in the inside, so it gives it like an organic curve. You make these strands that are going horizontally, and then you put these other strands that are going vertically, and you literally weave it. It's almost like, you know, your grandma knitting a sweater, and they just sit there and zone out and knit. Problem is, I'm not a grandma, and I have ADD, or at least I've diagnosed myself with ADD. I don't know if I really have it, but I just don't have patience.
Addi is having a real tough time figuring out the best way to build this sailboat.
This is a trippy material. I've never made a balloon boat before, and I've never made a balloon ocean before. So I went to the hardware store and I got a tool that balloon twisters have used ever since the balloon was invented, and that's chicken wire. The chicken wire will help create a base that will allow me to build the boat and the ocean. It will also help me transport the sculpture to the event space and allow people to actually walk inside the sailboat. Thinking maybe get the body of the boat built, figure how it's gonna sit on the water, and then build the water around that. A lot of this is time management, you know, figuring out what looks cool and what's doable in a short amount of time.
This is the thatched front for the Tiki Bar. And this section's gonna go here, and then we're gonna build the side sections. Cover these poles, cover the roof part over there. It'll look good.
Earlier today, I was struggling with how to make the hatch. And then Brian came and had a very clever idea of basically stringing uninflated skinny balloons, right, along here, and then using those to just connect 350s across. See how clean that looks? And then over the hatch will be the Spinnaker.